It's pillow talk, pillow talk, pillow talk, hey. Pillows and playing video games.
Oh. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Nice. Thanks.
Dude, check it. Ready?
Nice and skilled. What were you doing?
Huh?
What were you doing?
What? So I have this thing.
Welcome back to Pillow Talk.
It's called an electric blanket.
Are you preheating it for yourself?
Oh god, yeah. So I can be a warm burrito when I get in bed.
Nice.
So, what I wanted to mention.
Did I ever tell you that they
So-
they assume my mother's house burned down because of an electric blanket?
Wait, really?
Granted, they assume, and this was,
That Jesus was gay. What?
and this was, 1970s electric blankets.
Okay. So yeah, fire hazard.
Yeah, so that's kind of their assumption as to what happened there. But anyway, welcome back to Pillow Talk. We were talking about putting out arson and putting out a Pillow Talk a Pillow Talk wanted poster because we're on an arson rampage.
Yeah.
Somebody tell him he's holding the swords backwards. Do you think he knows?
They're scimitars. No,
Yeah, but he's holding them upside down. They are, though. No, he's dead. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, fuck him.
So, Pillow Talk. We're thinking about coming out with an album.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about that. So, you know how we've talked about before, like, wanting to do a lot of things and then never doing them?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And then, like, you think about them and you become overwhelmed by it.
A little bit.
So...
Oh.
Boo! Another one. Ooh!
Combo.
And another one. I just bought those at Marathon gas station. 2 for 1. 3 for 2. 9 for 20.
Whoa, that's a deal, man.
That's a deal breaker, ladies. Boom.
I like how you make that reference and you've never seen that episode.
I know. I made a reference in my mini doc too. It's like literally in the script. Like,
oh, that was cool.
It's like in the script. It says use Liz Lemon bit.
At least you know how to use it properly and who it came from.
But so I had this thought. Well, thought then applied it. Is so I want to do a lot of things, and I mentioned how I want to make a list. Like it'd be cool to like make a movie, like even if it's just like a whatever movie. It'd be cool to make a book, create a book. It'd be cool to do these things that I want to do, and I want to do all this stuff. But where is there to dig on this?
In the concrete. Right over there, man. Don't you see it?
Yeah, it's right on the stairs. Silly me. I'm
Probably in that pile.
Was your mom a silly bitch, dog? I can tell you what, she was definitely a bitch.
Right? He's chasing his tail.
He doesn't have one.
God, the way dogs chase their tails are so dumb.
And it doesn't help that when they're done doing it, they look at you all like,
oh, I did good, right?
yeah, right? It's cool.
Where are you going?
Let's see what the story is, but I need a fucking key.
Nothing.
But anyway, so whenever I thought about how all this stuff I wanted to do that I wasn't doing, like in my life or what have you, I asked myself first, why do I want to do this stuff? And I was like, oh, because I want it to eventually, I'd like it to quote unquote blow up so I don't have to do shitty jobs or whatever anymore, and I could just create this stuff for a living. Then I realized, but then,
So that's a poor long-term motivator.
yeah, that's a really poor, yeah, exactly. And so then, I kept thinking, okay, I'd like to, because I also want to, talk about my work, because I never get to make something and have someone respect and relate to it,
and just have a conversation about it.
Yeah, and so after I said those out loud, I was like, okay, so how do I go about, sticking and doing these things, And it was just, just doing one thing at a time.
Right? Just kind of have that list and just be like, pick one and then see that to completion.
Yeah, and so I call it the blinder effect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should
just
have done this.
Focused on, yeah, you should have done that one first.
Yeah.
Where you're just focused on one thing first.
Yeah, so because I have that issue where, for example, I'm at work, and then I think, oh man, I could be working on my writing right now, but I'm at work, and then you kind of just in my case I get kind of miserable about it. 'Cause I'm like I could be doing something that I want to do instead of being here.
Right. And then you get home and don't necessarily write.
So I apply the blinder effect where I just am like I'm at work, just do work, just focus at work. And like if I drift off, it's kind of like meditating too, because on meditating you always go back to your breathing if your mind wanders.
Right.
So like in your mind you're like, okay, oh man, I really wish I could do this. Okay, go back to what you're doing right now. So just work, just work, and then I've been doing that the past week, and I've become like increasing. I can just feel how much happier I am doing it too.
There's nothing worse than, that feeling of being at work and being like, I want to be anywhere else. And when you dwell on that stuff, it just
sucks.
makes it miserable.
And so I had a lot of that. So when I found my father's clothes. But no, and I had those realizations though, and then I adapted that theory because you mentioned like the album. Okay, so let's do that this year. But when we do it,
we got to do it.
Apply blinder effect.
Yeah. If we didn't do a Christmas album then at Christmas time, because that's a long ways away, what other music would we have?
It'd just be like whatever. I would feel like.
Would they be classic songs? Would they be gospel hymns? Would we put out a gospel album?
No, it would be dirty rock. No, we'd have to throw one hymn on there.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah. It would be the Wading in the Water.
See, that's not one that sticks with me.
Oh, that's a big one that sticks with me. There's another one, too, that I will remember when I like am in the moment and I hum it. That's a big one. I don't remember what it is right now. Shit.
No, yeah, I can't recall like the names or what any of them are, but I'll catch myself humming them and be like, oh, that's that hymn.
Shit.
Why am I humming this?
Because it's awesome.
I mean, that's the problem with music. It's just catchy.
I know.
It doesn't matter what the subject is.
Right?
It's just gonna be like, oh man.
Music didn't make the subject, the people did. Oh man. Yeah, gun didn't kill the people. People killed the people.
Oh my gosh. So funny story for you. Sorry to my coworker, I won't name your name. But a coworker of mine I was working with the other day, and they come up to me and, well, we're working, there's a small overlap, and they say, I've got a funny story for you. And they were saying they were texting their significant other, and they show me the picture they were going to send to them, and it's this huge blunt rolled up and like a cigar wrapping. It looks great. Turns out this person sent it to their mother instead.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So they got a talking to when they were home over the weekend or something. It sounds like it all went fine in the end.
Out, yeah.
But I was like, oh man, that is funny.
That would be so funny.
Too good. It would be terribly embarrassing. Like, ooh, not what I meant to send to you.
I feel like if I sent, that's interesting because if I sent that to my parents, I've defended. Oh, I gotta shoot it at this. I've defended marijuana so much in front of them.
Nobody would be like,
they'd
okay,
be like,
yeah.
oh, so it's just like something we've all thought.
Mm-hmm. It sounded like they were more upset that they were spending money on that than things that they needed.
Oh.
Or school than anything.
Maybe they do need that. You don't know.
Right? When you're,
when you're in
working
college.
25 hours a week and going to school full time.
Yeah.
And stressed as shit. It's nice to have a little outlet.
Oh yeah. Bam, bitch.
But no, that was a funny story to hear. It's a really nice picture too.
Oh, I bet. I miss weed.
Stuff just makes me fall asleep.
I know. It's awesome. I miss what I miss most about it is there anything over here? No.
The thing there's that social aspect of it.
Oh yeah.
Which a lot of smokers have in general is you have that social habit of going out and having a smoke, and especially when it's really cold, it has a nice warming effect.
Oh yeah.
Like I get it.
Uh-huh.
But at the end of the day I don't really miss it.
I mean I don't I mean, I'd like to do. I'd like to be able to just be like, oh, I could
Just go pick it up and do it,
and then yeah, like
not
beer.
do it again for another 3 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want that ability. 'Cause
Soon.
What?
Soon.
Oh yeah. Because I do miss just smoking whatever, being with someone who's chill and not fucking balls off the wall crazy. Yeah, and
Sorry, I've.
oh, did you
Something in my throat.
oh, hold on,
No.
there was a Dylan.
There were 2 names in mind, but yeah,
I just inhaled a hair when I did that.
that's probably karma. That's the other thing about it is if you're not with people who are calm, it just will make things much worse.
No, for sure. Like when we were talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge moment.
Oh, that was amazing.
That was incredible.
Never be able to recreate that.
I know.
Just in tears for that entire episode. Oh,
It was like 20 minutes. And
It was.
Laughed nonstop.
Then we watched a few more episodes. It was still good.
Right? That was really fun.
Probably my favorite YouTube video in existence.
I don't even remember what episode it was.
It's the Yo Mama episode.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can
that's
just
right.
Google the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged Yo Mama and
Yeah.
you'll find it.
I play your mama.
It's still funny.
So ever since I watched that one like 30-second clip about will you just show me the dig spot, dog?
It's right here, man.
Oh, now there's enemies nearby.
He's distracted.
But ever since I told you about that 30-second vid, now constantly YouTube recommends 30-second clips from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge series. And one I watched was one where Seto Kaiba is riding a motorcycle on this bridge, and Yugi goes, "When did the show get awesome?" and then so he's like still riding the bike, and then he like it cuts to him skidding on the bike, and then the bike blows up, and then he goes, "Good thing I'm Seto Kaiba, or else that would have killed me."
Remember that.
Hey,
God.
Mokuba.
Whoever little Karibo is, you freaking nailed it with that entire series.
Oh, you're a genius. You're a genius to the point where it's now a reference in our
series.
our daily
Our very popular internet series.
Yes, about balls, dicks, and everything in between.
It's not much, a little piece of skin.
Yeah, I know. Some would call it a taint.
No, that's not
That's
between
behind
the
it.
balls and
Oh,
dick.
that's true, yeah. This flabby old man skin.
Cool.
I remember when I described my old boss when I told her I had a YouTube show. Oh, now I have to go back to the goddamn thing.
Give him the menu? Alright, next time on Pillow Talk.
Get a stupid gun.
We'll get a gun.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you my manager story real quick.
Fine, tell you.
So my old manager, I told her I had a YouTube show, and she said, "Oh yeah, what's it called?" And then I said Pillow Talk, and then for the longest time she didn't think I knew what Pillow Talk meant. And I
Yeah,
was
you
like,
remember you telling me that.
Yeah, and I was like,
No, yeah, I know what it meant.
I know
that was the point.
that was the intent. Yeah. Oh, I gotta show you something cool after this.
You mean next time on Pillow Talk?
Who?
Yeah, you don't get a choice.
It
Bye,
won't-
guys.
It won't let me leave.
Good.
I can't leave this game.